Welcome everyone to this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios Show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor. For those of you new to the show, I really appreciate you watching this episode and tuning in, where I'm going to be sharing with you how to prepare your home's exterior for winter. And the cool thing is, this is actually part one of a part two series, because I'm going to be sharing with you in the next episode actually how to prepare your home's interior for winter. So let's go ahead and dive into this. So how to prepare your home's exterior for winter. First thing you should do is clean out those gutters. You don't want snow piling up. If you get snow in your area, you don't want snow to be piling up on top of gutters that have leaves and debris in it. So you want to clean out those gutters. If you can't reach them, have an expert come out and do it. It's fairly inexpensive to have that done. And if you do it yourself, secure that ladder. You don't want to fall off a ladder and break your back or hip or whatever, right? Next one is trim back tree branches. So you want to make sure that you trim those tree branches back. You know, snow can and ice, especially ice, can actually hang out on those branches, and if it's too close to your house or touching your house, it can cause damage to your home, especially if you have siding. So you don't want to leave tree branches all over the place touching your house and whatnot. Okay, winter can put a big strain on that. So trim back those tree branches. Next one is recaulk your windows and doors. Look for areas on your windows and doors, especially windows, where you can recaulk. You don't want to have snow sitting on a windowsill, let's say, or ice or whatever, or even the cold air, but you don't want to get stuff in there and then it actually expands when it gets below freezing. So you want to recaulk windows and doors to help winterize your home. And by the way, it's also energy efficient as well. It keeps the cold air from leaking into your home. Next one is have your roof inspected. Maybe you don't have to do this every year, but you can have your roof inspected every so often. You know, this is actually recommended by most insurance and home maintenance pros. So getting your roof inspected before winter is essential for several reasons, okay? So let's dive into those several reasons of why you should have your roof inspected. Well, one, it prepares your roof for harsh winter condition. It helps prevent further snow damage by identifying potential problems. And it can reveal issues caused by weathering during the spring and summer. So maybe something happened with your roof in the spring and the summer where the weathering wore down certain areas. And if you have snow hanging out on your roof in the wintertime and ice, what will happen is it could cause a leak in your attic. It could cause a leak going through your attic and through your home. So you want to make sure that you have that roof checked regularly, okay? Next one is get your chimney inspected. This one's fairly inexpensive. You can have a pro look at your chimney, especially if it's wood burning. But you want to do it each burning season. That is what the pros recommend. I had a chimney expert that said, you know what, you should do it every other year, which, come to think about it, I think I'm due for mine as well. I gotta follow my own advice here, okay? But inspecting the chimney cap for damage, checking the flashing, any area where water can get in, we want to make sure that it's cleaned out for one, and that no water can get in during the winter season. So now I share with you tips on how to prepare your home's exterior. I want to share with you something about garden tools and things that you use, for example. So let's go ahead and dive into that part. So how to prepare your garden and tools for winter. I have a couple things here. So one, mulch the leaves. For one, this is a big thing. Mulching leaves in the winter can be highly beneficial. It provides a natural source of nutrients back to the soil and your lawn. So mulch, right? Especially if if you have leaves that are just hanging out on your lawn, as long as it's not like a huge pile, but if you have a little bit, mulch it. Don't bag it. It'll actually help with that soil. And then this is a big one. Actually, my dad taught me this one. Drain the fuel from your small gas-powered engines. So if you have a gas-powered lawnmower, gas-powered edger, drain the gas because you don't want that gas sitting in there. I know they have things that you can actually pour in there that will be good for the winter if you don't want to drain it. There are hardware stores that sell a suction thing where you can suction out the gas from, let's say, your lawnmower out and back into the gas can. I personally bought one of those. It was like $10. but you could do that. Drain the fuel from your small gas powered engines. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then if you have battery powered, like a lawnmower, like I have a battery powered one. They say to store the batteries over the winter in a nice room temperature area, not outside, not in a shed, things like that. So just keep it in a nice room temperature area. Maybe the garage is okay, but ask an expert. You can ask any expert at a local hardware store that has been there for a while. Just ask them, hey, what do you recommend? How do I store batteries for my power tools and all that stuff, garden tools, okay? So anyway, hope you found this episode valuable. Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments below, and I invite you to follow me on YouTube or wherever else you are watching this. I really appreciate it. And share this episode with someone that can benefit, another homeowner, whomever, right? Go ahead and share this episode. Otherwise, I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I appreciate you watching.